Here's a name that I don't know how to pronounce. Mr. Delicieux? Mr. Delicieux? How do you pronounce that?
Monsieur Delicieux. Delicious.
Delicieux.
Delicious.
In Canada. Well, welcome to the show. I think you're going to try and make a case that Jesus is God. So take it away.
I'm gonna put your convictions to the test. I have two propositions that will prove in a tangible way that Jesus is God. The Hebrew writers, authors claim that the God of the Hebrews makes exclusive claims to the 7-day cycle. That's the first proposition. The second proposition is that the Hebrew writers testified that the God of the Hebrews would prophesy or predict the universal application of the 7-day cycle as a sign of his authority over all the earth. So we can see in Isaiah 66:23 that he says, from Sabbath to Sabbath will all flesh, the remaining of the humans on earth, will come to worship him. In order for that to take place, he has to first submit all nations to the 7-day cycle. And all nations kept a different cycle to venerate their own gods. So we can see that Jesus, ipso facto, by the law of cause and effect, that he submitted all nations to the 7-day cycle. So
yeah, actually, all of that is nonsense, right down to the ipso facto. First of all, you can't demonstrate that Jesus is real, that he still exists. And the fact that we're on a 7-day cycle goes to the popularity of that, not to the truth of that. But Dave, what do you think?
Yeah, the 7-day cycle, you're talking about that somehow the Hebrew perfect number 7 and the 7-day cycle that we have as a week is somehow proof of God. Is that what you're saying? Did I get that right?
No. Can I repeat myself? First of all, I want to make it clear. Only Israel kept the 7-day cycle. So my point is that they wrote in their scriptures that they would submit all nations to the 7-day cycle. So it was not a
heard
thing.
No, stop.
Every nation.
Yeah.
No, so
scriptures.
We heard that. We understood that.
It's not.
So
we don't care what
the fact that most of the world uses 7-day cycle does not in any way show that the Hebrew knowledge or their claims about the Christ is true. That's about how popular it became.
You're failing to. No, you're failing to see my point. The point is that all nations kept a different cycle.
I understand that. Please stop telling, Mr. Delicieux. Please stop telling me I'm failing to see your point. At some point, nations had different calendars.
So what is my point?
It's your.
So it wasn't popular.
If you'd stop fucking interrupting me, I'd get to it. Are you done with that?
I'm listening. Please.
Okay. Please listen then. At one point, a bunch of nations had different calendars. And so one of them claims that we have a 7-day calendar and we're going to make the world submit to our calendar. And now, later, we're all on a 7-day calendar. That doesn't prove the truth of their supernatural claims. It doesn't prove the truth of their God claims. It shows how popular their calendar was and how it was spread to the rest of the world. None of that proves the truth of Jesus.
I understand your point. Just want to make it clear before I go. They predicted the universal application as a sign of authority of the God of the Hebrews.
No. It doesn't matter if they claim it's a sign of authority. It doesn't matter if they claim it's a sign of authority. That doesn't mean it's true.
Okay, so the fact that they predicted it is not
It's not a prediction. If I order my steak medium rare and the waiter brings me a medium rare steak, I didn't predict the future.
No. The fact that every nation, please let me finish my sentence so you understand my point of view.
No, I don't think I'll let you finish any more sentences.
Venerate our God.
Are you going to answer Dave's question?
What is the question?
How does this prove Jesus?
It doesn't prove Jesus. And you can't use Hebrew prophecies about Jesus to prove Jesus. That's circular reasoning. You can't use the Bible to prove the Bible.
Okay, that is one point. That's a different point. I want to get back to the God of the Hebrews then. I want to make it clear that every nation kept a different cycle to venerate their God.
Jesus fucking Christ. If you are just going to repeat yourself, I'm going to move on to another caller. Either make a new point.
Why do we care Why do we care what the God of the Hebrews said or did? We did. That's their own idea, and they wrote about that, and I don't care. It doesn't prove shit.
Oh, well, you're submitted to it. You're submitted to the power of his word. That's the point.
I'm not submitted to the power of any word. I'm on a 7-day calendar. I also, you know what Thursday's named after? Thor. Does that mean I'm worshiping Thor? Please stop coming with really bad, stupid arguments.
Thor is not universal.
It's yes.
Oh my God.
Because languages are different in what they call the days, it's only the 7 days that matter. Well, the numbers have different names in different languages too. So checkmate.
So that's like saying because I speak English that I'm submitted to England. I that's the same kind of logic. That makes no sense.
Yep.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. I don't understand. I had a hard time following that.
Yeah, it's basically hey, look, we used to all have different calendars and now we do this. Well, we standardized and the popular one won, but that doesn't prove that the God comes behind it.
Is that the same idea behind the idea that because we mark our calendars in AD after divinity, so on and so forth, that
it might as well be
proves that Jesus? Yeah, same kind
it's
of thing, right?
It's a little stronger than that because he views this as prophecy, as in, hey, someday the whole world's going to use our holy 7-day week, and it does.
I
but
see.
That came about through acquiescence and conquest, not anything to demonstrate the truth of proposition.